Hello everyone, my name is Fleur and today is your yin and meditation session for an hour. So please have some blocks ready, maybe some books instead, or some towels or pillows that you can use. And let's start in a nice comfortable seated position. So when you're ready, just bring yourself sitting up nice and tall. Bring your hands into your lap, onto your thighs or on your knees. That's it. And then closing the eyes gently when you're ready. And then take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out. And if you like, do that 2 more times. It's the beginning of a day, new day, wherever you are, breathing in and exhaling. And 1 more deep breath. And out. And then closing the mouth and be in your body. Arrive in your space. That sacred space that you are practicing with. That place of awareness, of stillness. Sometimes of struggles that we overcome. So in today's practice, I will give you some poses which might be challenging. Some are challenging for me, so that's why I'm saying it. But also some poses where you can really ground and connect within. Make yourself aware with every breath where you are, what you feel, what comes up. Each breath a new opportunity to soften and to yield and let go. Not letting your body grip or hold on so tightly that you are struggling in the practice. Just honoring the principles of entering the pose gently so that you find the first contact, the edge, and there you remain for a few moments until you find where you can stay for maybe 3 to 5 minutes. I'll mind the time for you. And after that time, where you try and remain as still as possible, you come out of it nice and slowly. And from here, place your hands to your heart center if you like. Set your own intention for your practice. And I'm going to open the space with the mantra Om. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And 1 more big sigh out. And then inhaling to chant. And then blinking your eyes open. Our first pose is going to be child's pose. So let's come onto our knees. You can have a quite closed child's pose, or you can have the knees slightly open with the toes touching at the back. If you feel your hips can't go all the way back, maybe take some props. I'm going to demonstrate with this purple block. So you might want to place a prop between your feet, maybe a few more, maybe a cushion or a rolled up towel that you can also place between your heels and your buttocks. And then from here, reaching your arms either forward, or you can bend them and rest your forehead on the hands, or you can rest the hands by your side. Find a position that feels comfortable for you. And then we're going to stay in this first pose for just 3 minutes, maybe a little longer. I'll mind the time for you. Once you're settled, let your head relax. Find your breath, and then be in your body, breathing deeply, slowly. And noticing that with each breath you can let go just a little more. see it as a rejuvenating procedure, letting go of tiredness and of worries. 3 more minutes. And if you notice your mind coming in with thoughts that are still distracting or elsewhere, you can gently bring your mind back to the breath. Notice how the ribs expand to the side and the back, how your lower back softens, how your head becomes more heavy. And through the forward fold, your digestive system is being massaged. And the weight of the shoulders can release. Just 1 more minute. And then take a gentle breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth. And slowly walking your hands back towards you. Roll yourself back up. And just come to a tabletop position. Taking a little cat and cow curl, maybe opening the chest. Exhaling to round. Inhaling to open the chest and exhaling to round. And just 1 more round. Breathing in. That's it. Exhaling to round. From here we're going to move on to a back bend. So we're going to lie on our belly for Sphinx. Bring your elbows underneath your shoulders. Not that they're too far back, and not that they're too far forward. So you want to have them right underneath your shoulders. If that's intense for your lower back, you might like to take a rolled up towel or pillow and place it just under the lower ribs so that you have a bit of support there. Feet can be a little bit wider apart. You can also bring maybe something underneath your elbows if you want a little bit more height. If you're feeling quite open in your lower back, after some time, you might like to straighten your arms with the fingers pointing out to the side, which is called seal. This increases the pressure in the lower back, so be mindful of this, that you don't go too quickly, too far into it. And then we're again going to stay for 3 minutes. So when you're ready, maybe closing the eyes, your head might want to fall inwards, stretching the neck, or it might want to lift the chin slightly to activate the thyroid gland. which is the organ that regulates the hormone balance in our body. So those are nice. And then feel how your hips can become very heavy. The sensation you feel in the lower back, the slight pressure, is what we're looking for to stimulate the osteoblasts, which are in the bone density, so making our bones more dense and able to hold more weight in the lower back. But again, don't try to push into it so that it's too much. Just a gentle release, a gentle sensation. Let your heart space shine forward. So feeling that space of the chest being open. And your last minute. If you like and you want to try it out, you can now straighten the arms, so maybe placing the hands on the floor. Try not to clench the glutes. If it's too much, just stay where you are. Going deeper into that pose. Sometimes in yin the ambition kicks in and we want to go further, which actually doesn't serve us, so you have to practice checking in with yourself. Does this serve me, or is this just an extra that is not where I need to be today? And then take again a gentle breath in through the nose. And exhale, slowly come out of the pose. Bring your elbows down if your arms are straight. Remove the props. And then come lying on your belly, nice and slowly, really letting the spine come back to the neutral form. Maybe you want to wriggle the hips a little bit. Maybe you want to bend the knees and just let the feet rock from side to side. And then just release the feet and let your head rest either on one side or forehead on the floor. And feel that vibration in the lower back as the spine comes back to the neutral pose for you. Alright, let's move on. For the next one, I'm going to give you two options, and you can adjust or vary in these two options as much as you like. So we either can come to a dragon, which is a lunge basically, or you can come to half reclining hero. So I'll show you the options. We're going to start with our right leg forward, or the left leg tucked under. Let me just get this right. So this is a dragon. So dragon would be either framing your foot, softening the hips forward so you feel the stretch in the left thigh. If your knee doesn't like the floor, maybe pad it with maybe a rolled up pillow or cushion. You can then vary in this dragon by maybe placing your hands inside of your foot. Make sure that you're not overstepping for this one so the knee doesn't come further forward than your toes. You can also maybe take something where you can place your hand on so you have a little bit more height. If you're quite open, you can bring your elbows down. Wait, I'll show you the second option. You can find any variations. There's of course variations which are a little bit more challenging, maybe the hands up, or maybe even the hands up to the sky, like feeling that energy in your body. You might do that in between if you feel like, just want to reach up and just feel some energy that is being given to me from above. Option 2 is something I don't always teach, but I quite like it actually, is half reclining hero. So our right leg is out and our left leg is bent. So left foot, I'm going to show around, is tucked to the side with the knees of turning inwards. So again, stretches in the front of the thigh with an inward rotation for the femur. If the knee again doesn't like this and is quite intense, you can take maybe again something like a, just swivel around again, something that you can sit on your right hip. So that gives you a little bit more height and less pressure on the knee. But you can also come to the reclining version where you then maybe bring the hands backwards, maybe even onto your elbows, or maybe all the way down, arms up over the head. If you still haven't had enough, you can maybe even bend your right knee. So that will give you an intense stretch in the front of the left thigh. So once you're ready, make a choice. Know which one is the right one for you. You can of course always change. And then we're going to start just 3 minutes in here. I'll go to this one today. And remind the time for you. Take your time. Slowly enter the pose. 3 minutes. The front of the body, or in this case the thigh, is connected to the meridian line of the spleen. And the spleen is the organ responsible for creating new blood in our body. So you can see it as a regenerator of the energy in our cells. Whether you're in dragon or whether you're in reclining hero, both open up the front. And when we are open in the front, we might feel this sensation of joy and hope. Notice also if these poses seem challenging or bring up emotions of struggle. How can you adjust so that it becomes just right, that you're just on the edge from comfort to discomfort, not pushing against the pose or gripping. Maybe you've noticed how the sensations have become a little bit more bearable. Just 1 more minute and a bit. Or maybe you need to adjust a little bit. And that's fine too, as you're learning to really take care of your body in a kind and patient way. taking a deep breath in through the nose. And if you like, lion's breath out. If you are in your dragon, you can slowly bring your hips back. If you're in reclining hero, I find this one always a little bit awkward to come out. You want to draw your chin in, bring your elbows underneath you, and then I bend my right leg and just start to turn over to the side to come slowly back up, and then releasing my left leg. Give the leg a little stretch, maybe a little straight leg stretch. And then when you're ready, come lying on your back, stretching out the legs, arms by your side, and just feel how again the body resets, how the left side feels, how the right side feels. Or do any other movements that feel good for you. Maybe a little downward dog, maybe a little movement. We're not staying for long, just a little reset. And then take another deep breath in through the nose. And a cleansing breath out. And then roll your knees over to one side. Pushing the front hand into the floor. Let the head be soft. Come back up. And let's arrive in the other side. So coming to your tabletop position. And then either coming to your dragon with this time your left leg forward, or into your reclining hero, so maybe sitting back, bringing your foot next to your right hip. Good. Just wiggle forwards. And again, remember that this is already can be enough, or you can maybe lean the hand back, feeling into your hips. Find again that first edge. Where is it? How does it feel? And then slowly, when you're ready, find the position that you want to explore today, or that you feel is right for you today. Three minutes. And one side might be feeling very different than the first. Sometimes there is then judgment or frustration. I certainly know that I have my right side in the back a little tighter. My right hamstring though is more loose. So, a left hamstring. So there's sometimes this will or this effort to try to get the sides even, or to get the less open side to be the same. And then I actually don't honor my body. I don't honor what is there in the present moment. I try to force something on it. And sometimes it is very noticeable to me, and other days, like for example yesterday, I really tried to push this agenda on my left side, trying to get the left side to be like the right. It was only for a few moments until I noticed I was doing it, but it still comes up. Halfway, another minute and a half. Notice all the little moments your breath enters and exits the body. Last 15 seconds here. And then again, breathe in deeply. And lion's breath out if you like. And then take your time to come out of the pose very slowly. Again, if you're in this slightly awkward way, elbows underneath you. Bending your left knee. If you're in the dragon, draw your hips back and stretch out your left leg for a little half Hanuman. And then again, if you like to come to a downward dog for a little reset, or if you like to come lying on your back again. Feel what your body needs, what does it want to do. Finding the right dosage for yourself. Just a few more moments. Checking in if those sides again feel grounded. And then from here we're going to come to a little twist with an added hamstring, if you like. So we're going to bring our knees in, so lie on your back, if you're not lying on your back yet. And it's called cat got its tail. So I'll show you all the options. You're going to either roll your knees over to the right side and then stretch out your left leg. Maybe you can hold the left calf with your right hand. Maybe you could even hold the ankle or the side of your foot. So you have a nice length through the leg. Maybe you feel a little hamstring stretch there. And then reach your left arm out to the side. You can stay here. Or you can try and grab your right foot, the toes, the top of the foot, with your left hand. And then draw the knee back. So that is another added thigh stretch, going a little bit deeper, if you like. So that will intensify the stretch on the left hamstring. If this is too much for you, I'll show you again. So left leg is straight out to the side, holding either the foot or the ankle. You of course can bend the knee if you've had enough. And bend both knees, coming to a more simpler version of the twist. You can look up with the head, or if your neck allows, maybe you even want to look to the left side. And then again, I'm going to stay here for 3 minutes. So twists work into the energy lines of the gallbladder meridian. It is our fire, it's connected to our fire energy. So twists are great for wringing out old energy, bringing in new, for stimulating a flow in our body and eliminating sluggishness. But again, the trick is that we're not trying to force the twist. We're not trying to pull and push into the body. 2 more minutes. Don't force the movement. If you're trying again to reach for the back heel, maybe just stay with where you are. It will still give you a lot of benefit. The sensations do not always have to be very strong or very intense. In fact, we might find that there's more space if we take it just a little bit back. Last minute. See what happens if you take a really deep breath in and let that breath slowly move away from you. Is there a little bit more space? And do that 2 more times. A full breath in. Imagine that breath is getting sent to the areas which feel stuck or a little tight. And then slowly releasing, if you have the back foot in your hand, releasing the arm out to the side. Take 1 more deep breath. Release your left foot with your hand and reach both arms to the side. Point your left foot and stretch out to the side. As if you're yawning, which I'm about to do. Ooh. And then release. Slowly bend your left knee and bring the left knee back to center. Step the right foot in. Bring your hips back into the middle of your mat and then stretch your legs out for a moment. Give them maybe a little shake. And then let's move on to the other side when you're ready. So bringing in your knees and then reeling your hips over to the right side of the mat. Oh, my hair's in the way. Bend the knees to the left. Straighten out your right leg to the side. See if you want to reach the right arm out to the right, or if you want to bend your left knee, left foot, and roll the right shoulder backwards. And again, we're staying for 3 minutes. Checking in how this side feels for you. And sometimes you can scan your body for hidden tensions that you weren't even aware of. So this side I've noticed, even though I have a good grip on my right foot, with my left arm, my left shoulder was tensing a little bit and I could just release it a little bit. And you might have that in your body, so you can always check in through the pose. Is this tension necessary? Or can I let go a little bit more? another minute and a bit. And then again, taking a deep breath in and sighing out. And inhaling. Still in this pose, and exhale, sigh it out. One more. And then release your left leg. Reach your right arm out to the side unless it's already there. And then let go of your right foot and reach both arms along the body. Stretch them out like a T. Point the right foot, yawning again, breathing in. And release. And then bending your knee back into the center, right leg, left leg. Good. Wiggle the hips for a moment. Into the middle of the mat. And then bend your knees into your chest. And give yourself a little massage on the lower back, rocking side to side. Or you can stretch the legs out and just lie still. Good. We're going to come to one more pose before we end in Yoga Nidra, a short little Yoga Nidra. So we're going to finish in a forward fold. A nice long one, so we'll stay for a little bit longer, for 5 minutes. So bring the hands, if you like, either underneath your knees, or you can roll yourself over to one side. If you want a little bit more action, you can give yourself a little rock and roll, maybe to stimulate your day, so don't become too heavy in our body. Or you can just roll over to one side and press the floor away to come back up. We're going to bring the legs out to the side. Give them maybe a little shake. Now, if you feel that you're quite tight in the lower back or in your hamstrings, you might want to sit on something, like a roll towel, so that you have a little bit of a lift and you don't hunch forward with your upper body. If you still feel that you can't really come forward, you might want to bend your knees and then hold your ankles so that you have a bit more space for the upper body to soften forward. If you have something like a few books or pillows, you might want to stack them up, and you can also maybe rest your elbows on them so that you're supported with your arms. Or what also can work is your arms forward. Try not to pull forward so that you're not rounding the shoulders. They're just there as a support. Good. And then when you're ready, just let yourself soften the head and arrive at your edge. Again, you might notice that one leg feels a little tighter and that the body naturally wants to go to the side that is easier. As you can see, I'm just turning towards my left because my right hamstring is just a little bit tighter than my left. So I'll stay in the middle and send the breath evenly into the body. And when we let go, it happens gradually. It doesn't happen like we suddenly flop forward. We let go gradually, gently, like a slow motion film. Like a raindrop that is gently sliding down the window. Noticing every moment where the body lets go. And again, check in with your breathing, with your breath, moving in and out of the body. We're working here with the kidney and urinary bladder meridian. So the organs that help eliminate waste products out of our body. Balancing our second chakra, where our creativity, our sensuality and sensitivity is housed. And if you notice the body has given you a little bit more space, then you can enter into that new space, finding your new edge. Just another minute and a half. Leading with the chest and head being drawn to the earth. Not pushing, just letting them release. Last 20 seconds. And then again, taking a deep breath in through the nose and sigh it out. And then walking your hands slowly back towards your hips. Let the head slowly follow. And then from here, bring the hands underneath your knees, unless your knees are already bent. Bringing the feet towards you. And then turning, if you are sideways, like me, to the side. And now make it really comfortable for yourself. So come and lie on your back. Maybe take a blanket over you, maybe a pillow under your head. arms by your side. Let the feet be as wide as a mat with the feet flopping outwards. Palms facing to the sky or inwards. Fingers naturally curled. And when you're ready, closing your eyes. That's it. Make it as comfortable for you as possible. If you still feel you need to adjust, then do that now, so that you can stay still and bringing your awareness to the sensation in yourself. And as you lie here, feel that the ground is embracing all of you.